How do you find video game music that doesn't get you copyright claimed on Twitch? I don't know. If I find out, I'll tell you. If I find out, I'll let you know. So if I get banned or something, then you know that I don't use what I did. Okay, let's get into this. So, as we all know, when you go to their nominees for voting, it starts you at the top, and then you work your way down. So I went ahead and just went next until we were all the way at the bottom. In fact, you can see the player's voice here isn't even open yet. And we're going to go backwards because you should probably end with Game of the Year and not start with it, in my opinion. If you're doing what we're doing here, anyway. Okay. Let's do it. Best esports team. We got Bilibili Gaming for LOL. Gen G for LOL. Navi for Counter-Strike. T1 for LOL. And Team Liquid for Dota. So, I think it's probably going to be a League of Legends thing, right? Because they have 60% chance. Is Faker part of T1? Oh yeah, then it's probably that. Probably. Here's the counterpoint. Out of all of these, Navi is the only one I've actually watched do a competition because I was watching a bunch of Counter-Strike earlier this year. But if Faker is part of T1, that's probably going to be it. I'll vote for it. Vote placed. Also, I have to get stuff down for TDP. So I'm going to be looking at my other monitor here as well. My third monitor. Best esports team. I'll do T1. Does Bilibili Gaming have all of China behind them? I don't know. I don't know. Best esports athlete? Faker, right? Because he's like so far ahead of basically everybody else. He's like, it's ridiculous. All my monitors have a background. Every single one of them. Every single one. Best esports game. Do any of you remember, did Valorant win last year? Because I think this year it's going to be League. So, I'll do League. It's probably not Mobile Legends Bang Bang neither. I think it's pretty much always going to be League or Valorant at this point. Content Creator of the Year. We have Queso. We have Elowan. We have Techno Gamers. We have Typical Gamer. And we have Usada Pecora. I don't know any of these people. Why don't we do the thing? They're all on Twitch, right? They're all on Twitch, probably. Okay, let's start with Usada. Oh, Usada's Hollow Live. Hollow Live, okay. The only thing I'm looking for, honestly, is clips. Okay, let's go to their YouTube. This is probably going to get me. Let's pause that. That's probably going to get me content ID'd. Wait, where the fuck is it? I just had it open. Okay, it opened in another window. Hold on. Okay. Is there a way that we can find I guess shorts? You know what? Let's just go live. Let's just see. Okay, Binding of Isaac. I know this game. I'm going to mute this because I don't trust. We can see like the peaks here. So this is probably where something hilarious happens. You know what I do like? So this is kind of a problem I have with YouTube gaming in general for streams. Unless you know people that are streaming on it. Is that I like and hate that it has a huge international audience. Because anytime I'm looking for a stream, it's usually like 1 in the morning my time, which means it's like 7 p.m. in like Mongolia or something, right? So that's all the people streaming. It's a few Australians on there, a lot of Japanese people, Chinese, Korean, just like everybody else, Philippines, except English speakers. So it's always such a pain in the ass to find streams if I'm like just searching on YouTube. But luckily a lot of people that I follow already are doing YouTube streaming, so I have a decent list now, thank God. So it's kind of cool to find like content creator of the year is actually international, because I think the Twitch Streamer Awards is on. And it's literally just everybody that's part of like 2 organizations. Because everybody on Twitch is just like, they're all in a friend group and they all just invite each other and vote for each other. So it's like, the fuck? The point. I bet if I understood what they're saying, this would be hilarious. But as of right now, I am not voting for this person. Sorry. No, thank you. Okay. Typical gamer. Typical gamer is live currently. Yeah, looks like a typical gamer to me. Playing Fortnite. Typical gamer stuff. That's some typical gaming shit. Let's find a funny moment or something.
I vote. She heal up. Helicopter.
I don't have an angle. I'm flying it out.
Oh! Oh no my gosh! What the?
Okay, this is pretty sick.
I'm dropping down. I'm dropping
Oh
out
my
of school.
goodness!
Wait,
Honestly, pretty cool moment. Pretty sick. So this person's a Fortnite
Yikes!
only streamer then, huh?
Checking him.
Yep. Only Fortnite.
I need to know. I'm going insane. Ah! Please, Eminem!
Yep, loud is hilarious. Not gonna vote for them. Techo gamers, my bad. Techo. I'm guessing this is another YouTube. Oh, they misspelt it. It is Techno Gamers. Right? Yeah, it's this dude. That's kind of funny.
What's up guys, कैसे आप सभी लोग? Welcome back to another video. तो आज हम लोग खेलने जा रहे हैं एक
43 million.
तगड़ी जगह का नाम है और वो जगह कोई नॉर्मल जगह नहीं है. हमारे डैड हमें छोड़कर इस कि मुझे बस वापस लेने भाई इस टाउन में कुछ खतरनाक मॉन्स्टर्स भी रहते हैं. मैं चाहता नहीं हूँ कि मेरा सामने
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to be upfront with you. I'm not voting for this person either. Elo Juan. On a good clip. Top all time. All right, we got a gamer. The fuck? The fuck was that?
Hay 50.000 personas aquí, ¿por qué? Es mentira, ¿no? ¿O estáis riendo de mí? English speakers, the skin is okay. You watch this 2 hours, you get the skin. And don't tell me when I don't stream, you are not my father. Understand? I mean, I stream when I can and when I want. I have the freedom to stream when I want. Don't come to Twitter to say, Elo Juan stream. What the fuck, man? Do I tell you when to go to work? No, man. Don't tell me when I have to work. You understand? I mean, yesterday, Twitter. Oh, this man has a skin in Rust. He doesn't stream. Motherfucker. 1 week streaming 8 hours a day. One day I don't stream, Sunday, you know. Echarse para atrás, cafecito, Sunday, relax.
All right. He might have my vote. Mainly because I'm sick of fucking white people. God, I'm so fucking sick of English-speaking white people. Especially fat white people with a beard. Oh, God, I accidentally voted for him. Change vote. Voted for the wrong guy immediately. I have seen Queso before. I know, he's huge. Very popular. But for anybody who doesn't know, we'll do, just to keep it fair, we'll do the clips. He's known for just yelling because it's hilarious that way.
Oh my goodness, look at all the pizzas.
I can't hear this.
Look at all these frozen pizzas. Bro's the frozen pizza follicle.
Top tier content. I feel good about my choice. Elo Juan. Okay. Is he going to be okay? Who cares? Most anticipated game. Finally, we get to the actual game stuff. Most anticipated game. You know what? I should be doing predictions as well. Okay, hold on. Let me create another tab here. I still think T1 and Faker will probably take it. I think Queso will be... Oh, wait, this is... Okay, hold on. I fucked up. Content creator. I think Queso will probably win it. Esports game. I think League will win it. So that's going to probably League of Legends, which will be the same for me. So these are my votes. These are who I would think will win. Got it. Okay. Let me go prediction. Okay, just to keep it all separated. So most anticipated game. We have Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Ghost of Yotai, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm voting for Monster Hunter Wilds, but GTA 6 is going to win it. So prediction. Let's put that there. And my vote is for Wilds. I should put the music back on. My bad. My bad. Yeah, GTA 6 is going to win it. For sure. Okay. Next up is Best Adaptation. We have Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. I've heard no good things about Like a Dragon. I've heard no good things about Knuckles. I've heard barely anything about Tomb Raider, but I haven't heard bad things about it. People love Arcane and people love Fallout. For me, I'm voting Fallout. And you know what? I can see Fallout winning it, actually. That'll be my prediction. Does Arcane count as an adaptation? Yes, it does. Why do I feel like it won it 3 years ago, also, when Season 1 came out? It did, right? I think. Anyways, I'm happy with my choices. Best multiplayer. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I think Helldivers wins this. And for me, I will choose Black Ops. Best sports/racing game. I don't think Black Ops 6 will win multiplayer of the year. I think Helldivers 2 will win it for the popular vote. But I've had just way more time in Black Ops 6 and way fun. I think it's way funner. Helldivers was fun for about 2 weeks for me. Okay. F1 24. EA Sports Football Club 25. NBA 2K25. Top Spin 2K25. And WWE 2K24. I gotta be honest with you, I could not care less about any of these. I think EA Sports FC wins it. Just because I know how the soccer community, the football community is with their games. And for me, yeah, like I'll give it to WWE, whatever. Like I said, unfortunately I could not care less. Could not care less about this one. You think F1 probably wins? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Could be. Best sim/strategy. Okay. We have Age of Mythology Retold. We have Frostpunk 2. We have Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. We have Manor Lords. And we have Unicorn Overlord. Man. What the fuck are people gonna choose? I've heard basically nobody talk about Frostpunk 2. Except for how badly it runs and was optimized. Age of Mythology is a re-release. People could choose Kunitsugami because it was kind of interesting and it's Capcom. Manor Lords got a lot of good talk from people that love sim strategy games. And Unicorn Overlord is insanely good. Insanely cool. I think Manor Lords wins as well. I'm also trying to decide what do I choose. In fact, I'll predict Manor Lords. I'll give it to Kunitsugami. I think Unicorn Overlord is a good traditional tactics game. I think Kunitsugami is a better game. More interesting. It's more interesting mechanically. Best family. We have Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. So, my vote is 100% unequivocally Astrobot. Like, without a doubt. That's my vote. The general public, I think, might do Super Mario Party. Mario Party wins this as always. $14 hours in Black Ops 6 and 17 hours in Helldivers. Yeah, but that 14 hours is actually playing the whole thing and not waiting for people. Because I haven't played with people. All 14 hours in Black Ops has been me jumping in and playing the whole time. How does Mario Party win when Astrobot is on the Game of the Year list? That's the thing, is that I don't know. The reason why I think Astrobot doesn't win compared to Mario Party maybe is because it's PS5 exclusive and more families have like a Switch in the house. That's kind of the thing. That's kind of the way I'm thinking. Also, it's more, I don't know, like the known quantity. The thing is that I could see either one of them. Who is voting? A lot of people. They do weigh judge votes higher than community, though. You know what? I'll predict Astrobot as well. Because as awesome as Astrobot is, it is way overhyped with gaming press. The gaming press is obsessed in a way that is crazy. It's a great game, but holy shit. Best fighting. Okay, we have Dragon Ball Sparking 0. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Multiverses and Tekken 8. I mean, this is what I'm voting for. Because out of all of these, it's the one I bought and played for at least a week. So MVC Collection is what I put. Who I think will actually win it? It's probably Dragon Ball, maybe? Probably Dragon Ball that wins it. Yeah, that'll be my prediction. Okay. Best RPG. Also, if you guys want, I just realized I could do this. Because I can do this and this. You wanted to keep track of what I'm updating. should do this too, actually. So be personal choice. This would be prediction. And both of this is me, baby. And then Sean and John are just off in the corner here. Okay, best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor Refantasio. So my personal choice here. This is rough because I think if I had played Dragon's Dogma 2, it would be that. But I heard nothing but issues with performance when it came out, and I just didn't want to deal with any of that shit. I'll vote for Final Fantasy here. I think. I'm good with that. I had a good enough time with that game. Who do I think will win? It's probably Final Fantasy. Like, for me, for the prediction, it's between Elden Ring and Final Fantasy. But it's probably Final Fantasy as well. That will be the prediction. Next game, or next category, best action/adventure. I hate that Silent Hill 2 is in here. I fucking hate that. We got Astro Bot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. For the best action-adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, I don't think any of them really combine combat with puzzle solving and traversal good. They either do one or the other very well. My vote. I'm trying. So here's the thing, is I kind of don't want to like show my hand too early, because when it comes to the top 10 list, it's probably going to show which game of these I preferred. So why don't I start this by saying I think Astro Bot wins it. Now, what do I vote for? I think it's the only chance I'm going to get to vote for it. So I'll do Silent Hill. Okay. Is a better game but a worse action adventure. The problem is that they don't do best horror game. Because if they did, I wouldn't vote for it here, you know? Best action game. We have Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I think Black Myth wins this hands down. Now, what do I vote for? The best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. I mean, for action, it's Wukong for sure. I couldn't debate. I was debating between Stellar Blade and Wukong, honestly. Because I know it's the meme, ooh, boobs game, because everybody on the internet's a fucking child. But Stellar Blade's combat is fucking awesome. It feels so fun. It's Wukong, though. Wukong has more diverse, better action sequences and things. Specifically for the boss fights and whatnot. Best VR/AR. This is the Dead in Sky Presents Best VR/AR Award. We have Arizona Sunshine Remake. We have Asgard's Wrath 2. We have Batman Arkham Shadow. We have Metal Hellsinger VR. And we have Metro Awakening. I'm voting Asgard's Wrath 2 because it looked awesome. And I kind of think the other ones are just a worse way to play those games. In my opinion. Like, the Batman VR game just seems like a bad version of a Batman game. Metal Hellsinger VR seems like the bad version of that game. Metro Awakening seems like a bad way to play a shooter. And Arizona Sunshine Remake, even though I heard good things about it, it's just a remake. Who do I think will win? I actually have no idea. I have no idea. You think Metro? I was thinking people loved Arizona Sunshine so much that it would win. That was my thought. I mean, I'll guess Metro. No, I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to guess Arizona Sunshine Remake. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but people love remakes. Good night, Gutang. Sweet dreams and all that. Make sure to watch the VOD tomorrow. Give me that view, fucker. Best mobile game. We have AFK Journey. We have Balatro. We have Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. We have Wuthering Waves. And we have Zenless Zone Zero. Balatro, the rest are gotcha slop. Well, I'm voting for Zenless Zone Zero. Because Balatro is a shitty card game that I don't give a fuck about. And I don't understand why people like it. Absolute trash. But I think Balatro wins it. I think Balatro wins it. That's the prediction. Best debut indie game. We have Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. It's cute that Pacific Drive is here. It's one of those, like, it's just a... And Plucky Squire. Like, man, it's just nice to be nominated. This is... between the other three. You think Animal Well is gonna win it? So here's the only problem I have, and part of the reason why I was being a little rude about it before. But have you guys seen how people talk about Balatro? The way people talk about this, you would think no other video game in the world matters anymore. It's fucking crazy. And like, it seems fine, honestly. But the way people talk about it is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. That's why I think it might win this. It's between Animal Well and Balatro in my head. Between those two. For me personally, I'm going to vote Pacific Drive. Because I thought that game was cool as hell. Man, this is hard. Animal Well got talked up a lot too. Not as much as Balatro. I think it wins it. Balatro is about to be banned in multiple countries. Which ones? Maybe I'll move there so people shut the fuck up about it. Actually, I haven't heard people talk about it for a long time. It was just when it came out, it was all people talked about for a while. Best independent game. We have Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes. That's a cute nomination. I like that. We have Neva, and we have UFO 50. So I think maybe y'all have a different opinion. I think there's no way Lorelei's in this conversation. I think Neva or whatever is not in this conversation. I think if there's one Balatro isn't in the conversation for, it's this one. I think it's Animal Well. I think Animal Well wins this one. Because it is the most indie. Well, that's not necessarily true, but it is extremely indie. I think Animal Well wins this one. Which is weird, because I wouldn't be surprised if Balatro sweeps, honestly. I have a really negative opinion about that game just based on how, like, overhyped it got. Because, again, I just didn't think it was very special. But whatever. It just didn't resonate with me at all. I'm going to vote for UFO 50. That's what I'm doing. I don't necessarily think it wins it, but it could. UFO 50 is sick. Best community support. We have Baldur's Gate 3. We have Final Fantasy 14. We have Fortnite. We have Helldivers 2. And we have No Man's Sky. This is the one I think Helldivers 2 wins. And it's also the one I vote for. I think the way they kind of had like a game master doing stuff and updating things or whatever was really cool. Best ongoing. We have Destiny 2, we have Diablo 4, we have Final Fantasy 14, we have Fortnite, and we have Helldivers 2. Okay, so here's the thing. Destiny 2 had their big final thing this year. So they're in contention. Diablo 4 has their first expansion. They're in contention. Final Fantasy 14, I don't think wins it this year because their newest expansion is kind of a lame duck starting story thing that a lot of people played, but nobody really talked about. So I don't think it wins compared to some of these other ones. Did Fortnite have a big thing this year? They always have seasons. But did they have a big thing? They had introduced vehicles. Like, they did a, like, big vehicle season thing. They kind of just do their own thing. I don't think Helldivers wins this at all. Should Helldivers 2 win ongoing when it was released this year? I don't think so. No. I think it goes to Destiny. And I will vote for Diablo 4. Games for Impact. Man, I keep forgetting. I gotta stream Indica. Games for Impact. You think Diablo 4 would win? That would be sick. I hope it does. We have Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera Zao. So, thought-provoking game with a pro-social media message. Here's the thing, right? Is that Closer to the Distance, I don't know very much about, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this, so I think it's out. I think Indica is out because only weird horror fucks like me even know what this thing is. It's cool. There's no way in hell anybody chooses it, like the masses choose it over these other games. There's no way. But I'm going to vote for it. I don't think this. I think it's either Life is Strange or Senua or Tales of Kenzera. I don't think it's going to be Tales of Kenzera because this game did so bad that the studio like shut down or something. Or was shuttered. Something happened with this game in the studio. This was that guy talking about when his father died, he like learned about his heritage or whatever on the was it the Game Awards or on a thing like earlier this year, and then it came out and fucking nobody played it or talked about it because it was another Metroidvania in a year full of amazing Metroidvanias. Senua's Saga is not very good, to be honest with you. It's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. And it doesn't really have much of a social message. I think Life is Strange might end up taking it because of the name. This is a weak lineup. Indica's sick. I won't have you talking shit about that game. Whoop, no, not next category. Got to start from the bottom and work our way up. Innovation in accessibility. Dude, no, of course Indica's not going to win. You think any good stuff actually wins awards? I'm just kidding. Software, hardware that's pushing the medium forward, adding features and tech, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we have Black Ops 6, we have Diablo 4, we have Veilguard, we have Prince of Persia, and we have Outlaws. Veilguard has some of the best hair physics I've ever seen in my life. Prince of Persia has the cool, like, take a snapshot and to, like, remember what you have to come back to. What the fuck did Diablo 4 do that's different this year? What did they add for accessibility? Also, I didn't play Outlaws. What did Outlaws add? Ubisoft is usually pretty good about adding accessibility stuff, so... What did COD do? I mean, just the same stuff they always do. That's why I don't think it's necessarily worth talking about. I really don't know. Like... Did any of these do anything, like, outstandingly cool? I'm gonna vote for Prince of Persia because of the stuff I know they've added is awesome. And you know what? I'll just predict it too. I kind of couldn't care less about this, to be honest with you. Okay, here we go. Best performance. Oh, this is a leading lady heavy category. Awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and her performance capture. We have Brianna White for that was Aerith in Final Fantasy Rebirth. We have Hannah Tell for Life is Strange. Who the fuck does she play? Is she the new Max? Because Max was Ashley Birch. So I would assume they just get her back. But I don't know because I didn't play it. Humberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts for Silent Hill 2. And Melina Juergens for Senua. I do love Silent Hill 2, but I think he's outclassed here. No, you can pick me still. If I don't have anything else planned, I'll definitely jump into games. I don't know Life is Strange, so I can't imagine it's better than Senua or Aerith. I heard she does well too. Okay, I'm gonna split the difference. I think Melina wins, but I will give it to Brianna White. Because in my mind, it's between those two for me anyway. Best audio design. We have Astrobot. Okay, so this is in-game audio and sound design, not to be confused with music, I believe. So that in mind, we have Astrobot, we have Black Ops, we have Rebirth, we have Hellblade, and we have Silent Hill 2. I mean, my vote is easily Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. Easily. Without... All of the horror in Silent Hill is audio. All of it. As soon as you see the monster, as soon as, like, you turn that corner, the horror is gone completely. But the dread in every fucking thing you go down in that is insane. Now, what do I think wins it? It could be Silent Hill 2. It could be Hellblade. I don't think it's Rebirth. It could be Black Ops, but I doubt it. I don't think it's Astrobot. I'll give it a... I'll predict Silent Hill 2 as well. If Silent Hill 2 wins a category at all, it might be this one, to be honest with you. That might be the only one. Okay, best score in music. We have Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor, Refantasio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. It's not going to be Stellar Blade. It would be sick if Silent Hill 2 won this. Give Akira Yamaoka his credit. Yeah, I need to play Metaphor still. I need to play it still. I don't necessarily think it's Astrobot. Although it does have that song where Astrobot sings. And it has the rapping tree. Okay, what do I vote for? I mean, hearing those songs again actually gave me, like, shivers. So, hearing the remixed songs and stuff, I can't not choose it. I think Astrobot might actually win this. Well, Rebirth might win it too for the same reason. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I'm going to guess Astrobot. Yes, Astrobot. Best art direction. So this is in artistic design and animation. I don't think this is visual. Oh, maybe it is as well. Outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Okay. It's either Metaphor or Neva. Right? With like an honorable mention to Astrobot and Elden Ring. If it wins something, it should be this. I kind of think if Metaphor wins something, it should be this as well. I don't think Elden Ring... Well, I don't know. Here's the problem is that this one's actually a difficult category because all of these games go for a different thing in their art and they all nail it. I mean, I could see it being Black Myth Wukong for the way they depict those characters, right? It's like the first time that that story has been like properly done in a way that isn't like an homage or something. So like, fuck. Okay. In my mind, Metaphor is gone. I think Astrobot is gone as well. In my mind. I think for westernized audiences, what they've done with Black Myth Wukong, although impressive, is not as important. I'm going to give this to Neva. And who do I think will win it? That's a good question, chatter. Thank you for asking. I actually don't fucking know. I kind of don't think it wins this. What percentage of judges are Sean's background? I kind of think Metaphor might take this. Something about it strikes me as this will be one that people vote for. I think it's probably going to take it. Best narrative. So this is different than writing, right? Oh, game direction. Okay. Best narrative is storytelling and narrative development. We have Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor, Senua Saga, and Silent Hill 2. I'm going to go ahead and right now and just say that Silent Hill 2 should be exempt because it is a 20-year-old game that they just redid. But that 20-year-old game is sick, so I would want to give it to it. In fact, I might. I haven't decided what I'm voting for yet. But I don't think Senua Saga is going to be one because I don't think that game's very good with story. I think you go to that game for the spectacle and to see what the fuck happens and the weird set pieces. And you don't go to that game for anything to do with lore, story, world building, anything narrative. And you'll be happy. Because if you go to that game looking for narrative, you're going to be pissed. I kind of don't understand why it's here. I've heard great things about Metaphor, but I mean it's the same thing as any of the Persona type games, where a lot of that stuff you're gonna have to be, you're dedicated, you're in. And the problem with Like a Dragon is that if you're a Yakuza fan, you're going to like it anyway. But all of those games have like a weirdly deep and interesting story and narrative going on below the bullshit. So it doesn't surprise me that it's here. I just don't think I've heard people talk about it as much as I have every other Yakuza game. Right. It's better than average. Right, exactly. I haven't heard people say that either. Conversely, I have heard people hate Final Fantasy VII Rebirth story. The way it ends and stuff, I've heard people fucking hate it. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it enough. I feel like I can't vote for Silent Hill 2. Because it's literally just that story again. And the changes weren't enough. Does it hold up today? I mean, yeah, of course it does. It's like... It's kind of timeless. A good story is timeless, right? A well-done story. Fuck it. You know what? I'm doing it. You can't stop me. Nobody's gonna fucking stop me. I think it's important that people know the dangers and traumas of inceldom. And trauma from caregiver
I thought about
things
that
and
too. Perhaps that was the most important part.
no, I'm voting for it. Fuck all of you. All of you. Fuck you. Just get like really mad about it for some reason. Okay, so my question is, do you think enough people played Metaphor that it would be a contender? Because the reason why I would go Rebirth as my prediction is just the sheer amount of people that played the game. I'm gonna just hedge my bets and say FF7 for the reason I just said. It would not surprise me the way I've heard people talk about Metaphor that Metaphor would might win it. Best game direction. This is creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We have Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasio. So this is creative vision and innovation. I think this is Black Myth. I'm going to vote for it, and I think it's going to win it. And finally, here we are. Game of the Year. We have Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasio. I don't think Balatro wins this. Astrobot could win this. The way the game industry has rallied around Astrobot was kind of weird. If I had to throw my vote as a Souls-like fan between Black Myth and Elden Ring, because they kind of occupy the same space in like the general like gaming mind, I think Black Myth is a better game, even though Elden Ring is sick. I think Black Myth got more talk than Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, even though Shadow of the Erd Tree dominated for a while. I'm wondering if Final Fantasy VII wins it just because of what it is. Like, does Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just win because it's Final Fantasy VII? It's Remake Part 2 that people have been waiting for? I know people that loved Remake so much back when it came out that they didn't even finish Rebirth yet. Still. And maybe won't. Yeah, Rebirth was much less.
This is going great.
Black Myth Wukong was like the highest selling game ever in its release weekend. It's a single player story based like action adventure game. Single player. That at the beginning is kind of hard. I think if we were to put these on a scale in my mind of how much like the gaming audience talked about them, I think the lowest amount of talk out of all of these was Metaphor, followed by Shadow of the Erd Tree, followed by Astrobot, followed by Balatro, and Black Myth and Final Fantasy VII. I think that's kind of, in my mind, how much I've heard or how much I've seen people talk about these games in that order, from least to most. It's also kind of difficult to remember the fervor that was behind Rebirth when it came out, because that was at the start of the year. It was a long time ago. Balatro too. Does that matter? I don't know that it does. I don't know that it does, but I think it does color what I think will win more. So right now, all right, Later Dead. In my mind, the winner is between Black Myth, Final Fantasy, and Astrobot. And I think out of those, Astrobot is a distant third in that race. My prediction's Black Myth. And now my vote. What is my vote? My vote's Astrobot. My vote's Astrobot. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. Out of all of these games, for me personally, I still have to play Metaphor. I don't care about Balatro at all. But there were times where I wanted to completely stop playing like these other three. I have to go back to some of them because I did completely stop playing them. And Astrobot, when I wasn't playing it, I was thinking about it and it made me happy. This has been one of the worst years of my life. And Astrobot was a shining, like, light at the end of a shitty tunnel. So, for me personally, Astrobot is, like, one of the best things that happened about this year. One of the redeeming factors of 2024 has been playing Astrobot. So, I mean, I have to give it to it, right? All right, well, there it is. That's all the choices. I'm interested to see what the other two guys vote for. I guess we'll see that on podcast on Thursday. My throat's been killing me a little bit tonight, so I hope that gets cleared up. And I hope I can make it on Thursday, because that would be a real bummer to not. But either way, that's my predictions, my choices, all that sort of thing. Yeah, should be good. Good time.